9-15-0 for us. 3-8-0 for them. Sox won game 1, 8-1. Samardzija. And last night, Quintana with his first major league complete game, and it was a shutout. We won it 6-0.
There's not a whole lot of better feelings around than throwing a great ball game, and the day after, which you don't do a whole lot, you just sit around, you watch some good big league baseball, but you feel pretty good about what happened the night before.
Well, as he gets him, 1 out. So here comes Avi. Avi 0 for 4 with a run scored.
Kenny, I'm glad you're here.
Me too.
Because we want to wish a happy birthday to one of the original Royals. Dave Wickersham turns 80 today, and you as well, an original Royal.
I thought you were going to say you too turn 80. That's where I thought you were going. Thank you, man. Had me nervous there. Yeah, Wick was terrific. I'll tell you what, he was a veteran when he joined the Royals that first year. Really helped the young pitchers. Wonderful guy, really a good teammate, and very helpful, and a good pitcher. He fashioned a pretty nice career, and he could work out of the bullpen. I knew he was a starter before joining the Royals. So yeah, happy birthday to Wick. Good guy, good man.
So Ryan Webb comes on. He is the third pitcher in this inning. Terry Francona is going to try and use 3 pitchers to get 3 outs. Alex Rios is 0 for 2. And a slider's in for a strike.
Webb sinker slider guy. Not overpowering. And try to get some ground ball outs. Or out with 2.
Oh, and 2.
We had the postseason brackets up a couple of minutes ago. Have you filled out your bracket yet?
No.
It's kind of like March Madness in a way now, isn't it?
This time of year, I think it's more maddening though for a lot of cities and teams out there, though. They're chewing their fingernails.
3 pitchers, 3 outs. Salazar gets the first out, Crockett gets the second out, and Webb gets the third out.
You know, I've talked to a number of Yankee fans over the years who always lament to me the fact that it was the Indians that interrupted their run. You know, I don't know how many they would have won consecutively, but in that '97 season, thanks to Sandy Alomar and Omar Vizquel and company, they upset New York in the division series that year. Then went on and upset the Orioles in the ALCS. But the Yankees had won it in '96. They won it again in '98, '99. They win it in 2000 as well. They did, didn't they? And then the Diamondbacks got him in '01.
That's right.
Downstairs. Yeah, if the Indians hadn't have beat them, they might have won 5 in a row.
that would be scary.
The 2-2 outside. And the 3-2 offering is swung on and missed. Ryan Webb. It's Gardner, and there are 2 down on the 7th.
Well, season tickets offer the best perks, including savings and access to Tribe Rewards. And today's Tribe Rewards TV code is Johnson. Visit Indians.com/season tickets for your details.
Done with the strikeouts, 5 innings, no runs. Murata, major league debut, 3 runs were earned, 5 total though, 3 in the 3rd innings, and the Orioles have built the lead up here. Parmelee's had a 2 RBI homer. Davis has had a solo shot. Snyder a solo shot, all in the same inning. Chris Davis, his 16th home run, extended his hit streak to 8 ball games. 1 for 2 in this one, and a 1-ball 2-strike count on him. One and 2. 1-2 pitch hit hard and foul. Look out, another one of those where you better be watching the game.
Well, you get comfortable with your swing and they keep throwing it up and in is a little bit of a hole. Who doesn't? And then down and in, it's kind of where the power stroke is. Better bring your glove if you're going to sit down the right field line, and they're going to keep pitching them down and in.
And we welcome those of you joining us on ESPN. Here at Camden Yards, Gary Thorne, Jim Palmer, the Orioles on top of the Indians. And a strike call. So Webb will pick up his 2nd K, and there's 1 away in the 5th inning.
Oh, we mentioned Ryan Webb did pitch at 51 games for the Orioles last year, and he's pretty effective. And he maybe got overused a little bit because it hadn't gotten Andrew Miller, but that fastball runs back, arms go up, late movement gets Chris Davis.
Connor Gillespie. He hit the big blast against Kluber that turned the tide and put the Angels in front for the first time. Chopped one off the plate, foul.
Yeah, you're going to see him get a pitch, a flat cutter. And stayed out over the plate, and he knew he hit it well. It was just a matter did he get over the fence. It certainly did. That gave the Angels a 4-3 lead. They were able to add 1 more before the inning was over. And that's where we stand right now, 5-3.
Strike 3 called. And there are 2 down here in the 7th.
He didn't give him any swinging room here. He just stayed inside. He throws that natural sinker, so that one had a little comeback to it on the inside part of the plate. Good pitch by Webb. Don't get greedy and take what take what they want to give you. There's nothing wrong with that. What's wrong with a measly single? Oh, a measly single and an RBI. Sorry about that. I think more hitters should try that. And maybe in the near future we'll see it happen with the way the defenses are playing now.
2 on, 2 out. Greg Bird, the batter, 1 for 3. I don't want to make light of this because Michael Brantley is a phenomenal player, and I know that not everybody can be Michael Brantley at the plate, but if more hitters start adopting his philosophy, which is use the whole field, the shifts are going to go by the wayside eventually.
Well, they should, because I'll tell you, they're taking a lot of hits away from hitters. And if the hitters will accept it, then that's their problem. But the reaction I just caught and saw is from the pitcher, where he made 2 pitches he thought they were good pitches, and he got his ground ball, and they're both base hits the other way, and he thought his players were in position, but they're not.
How many times do you have to hit your thumb with a hammer before you get your thumb out of the way?
Once.
Eventually, you're going to figure it out. You're going to say, hey, you know what? I don't like the way this feels. Let's make an adjustment. Hit hard but foul. You know what's funny about that, Rick, is I mean, this is going back a long time. I remember when Eddie Murray was the hitting coach for the Indians. They were taking batting practice one day, and somebody hit a rocket shot right to where the third baseman was standing. And man, I can't believe it. And Eddie said, there's been a guy standing there for 120 years. Don't hit it there.
Yeah, stupid hitting.
Fouled away.
Now you see that approach with 2 strikes.
Webb's 1-2. Swung on and missed. He strikes out a pair in the inning. And we go to the 8th. It's still 5-1 New York. Not surprisingly, it was a game against Boston.
That figures. Would it take about 6 or 7 hours?
19 innings.
Wow.
Back on April the 10th. They don't put the time of game in here for some reason, but that had to be a long one.
Yeah, I would say that was at least 6.
2 quick strikes on Chris Young. Murph tells me it went 6 hours, 49 minutes.
Yeah, 19 innings. That's about right.
The 0-2. Swung on and missed. Well, Ryan Webb is mowing him down. 2 away.
Well, he comes out and he's going right at him, and no chance there for Young. Straight fastball. Wasn't a sinker, per se.
You think of the sinker as the one that would run down and in. That one he started off the plate and ran it back.
Yeah, it had some movement. I don't know if he can throw it straight.
That ball never came down. Wind blowing that way.
A 3-homer game for the Orioles. And Parmalee increases the lead to 8-0.
Yeah, he's a low ball hitter. Check this one out. Outside middle. And just reacts to it. And Ryan Webb can't believe it. Ball just kept going and going and going.
Now Paredes with 2 down, jammed on a pitch. Tony Wright's having a night. Our Maryland lottery contestant, $500 for every Oriole home run, plus the $500 for being selected.
Yeah, Tony said, bring in some more. I mean, not that Webb's a fly ball pitcher, but he's going, go to the fly ball guys.
Here's the 0-2 delivery, and that's going to be inside. 3 of the 4 home runs hit by Chris Parmalee have been here at Camden Yards, where Parmalee coming into the game was 6 for 13. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Paredes 0 for 2 in the ball game, and a swing and a miss. The Orioles batted around here in the 4th inning, and a big one it was. They added 6 and have an 8-0 lead.
I guess because it's the hot corner, there aren't many times you see a third baseman able to take 3 strides, have the time to get to a ball.
In between, yes. The hops, you're right. Usually if they do it that way, you're coming in and trying to barehand a ball as opposed to going to your left.
He took 3 pretty good strides to his left, and I don't know, he made what looked to be a tough play. He made it look pretty easy.
Yes, he did.
Segura had to spin out of the way. Webb, that 2-seamer went inside. Almost punked him.
Well, that one got away from him to begin with right as soon as he let it go. And just kept on running inside. Just missed him.
Same pitch. That time Segura got a piece of it. Otherwise, it would have had a piece of him. Good pitch. He just froze him with it. Just a little fastball over the outside corner, but I suppose he was pounding him in so much he just couldn't react to the ball away.
Yeah, that's it. You're looking for another one coming in, and the next thing you know, there's one away, and it seems like it's probably 4 feet from you. You know, because he's been inside so often. I can't hit that, but I can take a walk back.
It's funny though, you're right. You think about it, it's only 17 inches wide, that plate.
Yeah.
But when you are,
this could be another turning point in this ball game. A lot of crazy stuff going on this afternoon here. Last home game at the K.
Well, you can understand that a Cleveland Indians team this late in the game, if somebody comes out of the dugout, there's probably going to be a pitching change.
The way he mixes and matches.
Yeah, I mean, even his own pitchers figured there was going to be a change.
And you know, you can't see if it's Francona or the pitching coach from out in the bullpen, but usually they have the phones, you know, and they use the phones. That's what they're out there for. And a pitching coach or a manager that makes that change puts his right arm up, signaling for a right-hander, or a left hand up, signaling for the left-hander. But there was no signal made by Callaway. And McAllister just said, I'm coming in.
Strike to Kane. Lorenzo is 3 for 3 today. 3 singles. And he has a run scored. Royals come up with a huge defensive play in the top of the 7th inning to prevent a run or runs. And now in the next half inning, they score a run. And how often does that happen? Either side. Scoring opportunity is wasted in one half inning, and the other team scores in the next half inning.
Hello, buddy. Glad you're here.
Got his glove. He's got his rally cap on.
He's here to see Lorenzo Cain possibly get his 10th career 4-hit game.
Slider got him looking. Royals get a run. Dyson reaches with an infield single. Alex Gordon drives him home. And at the end of 7, the Royals lead is 3-0.
Or as we go down to the 14th inning. Ryan Webb. Made quick work of the Yankees in the 13th. He only needed 7 pitches. Here in the 14th, he's got Mark Teixeira, Chris Young, and John Ryan Murphy, the catcher. So And a fastball strike to Teixeira, 0-1.
Good sinker. Down and away, good sinker.
Strike 3 called. Webb gets his first K. 1 down here in the 14th. Back over the inside corner, just locked him up. Well, it's the longest game of the year so far for the Indians. Not
in Cleveland.
Well, it's all about trying to get through this game right now. Certainly at this point it looks like there's not going to be a bottom of the ninth, so they saved 3 outs there.
Sano with a single, a ground out, and a strikeout. Down and away, ball 1. Indians came into the game 12th in the league in runs scored, counting the 9 runs they scored last night. They've added 13 more here tonight. Swing and a miss, 1-2.
Ryan Webb, the Indians pitcher, throwing nothing but breaking balls here to Sano. Miguel's a little susceptible to that still. He doesn't make the adjustment on that pitch all the time. As we mentioned, struck out a lot.
If it's well off the plate like that, he has no problem taking it. Yeah. But that borderline one seems to give him some trouble.
Well, he still takes a big swing at it. That's why. Instead of trying to shoot the ball the other way and stay on the ball, a lot of times he'll lift and try to pull the ball, and you just can't do that at this level anyway.
Two and two. Foul ball. Two and two to the Twins' designated hitter. Might see Sano play at third base tomorrow. Breaking ball, and he took it for a call third strike.
Well, as lopsided and as ugly as this game has been, it's still a little over 3 hours.
Number 24, there's a bright spot. Follow live Twins baseball every day with MLB.com at bat on your smartphone or tablet.
Steps in. I have a feeling, Mario, that Victor can do that whenever he wants to, hit the ball the other way, because he has such great hand-eye coordination, but he just does not want to give in to that particular defense early in counts. He still feels like he can either hit the ball out of the ballpark or find a gap somewhere.
There have been a few guys over the years that have been able to do that. Guys like Tony Gwynn and Rod Carew.
Yeah, they were some of the best. Wally Joyner had a real nice inside-out swing, which provided him with a lot of hits up the middle and the other way. Where's Wally?
Two balls and no strikes. Nick Castellanos. Single strikeout for Nick. Webb with the 2-0, and it's inside. 3 balls and no strikes. Well, there's more action in their bullpen. Austin Adams warming up. And Giovanni Soto. That'll ride inside for a strike, make it 3-1.
Webb has thrown 1 ground ball double play in this game already. That was when Miguel Cabrera was up last half inning. And on the year, he has thrown 8 ground ball double plays.
3-2.
Against guys like Webb, you have to have that same kind of approach that Victor had. You have to be willing to allow the ball to travel deep enough in the strike zone that you can create the kind of bat angle which would allow you to hit the ball the opposite way. If you're trying to be too aggressive against a guy like Webb, who keeps the ball at the bottom of the strike zone, you're going to pull it into the teeth of the defense on the ground every single at bat. It's a huge hole on the right side for Castellanos between first and second.
Victor on the move as it's fouled back out of play.
And Brad trying to stay out of another potential double play situation by starting Victor.
Tigers fell behind 2-0. They tied it with 2 in the third. They went ahead with 4 in the fourth.
It looked like Brad motioned to Victor to run again.
Webb came on in the 4th inning. Gave up a hit but got a double play ball, and now a single here in the 5th. Trevor Bauer staked to a 2-0 lead, could not hold it. Swing and a miss, and Castellanos ends up striking out, 1 away.
Wise decision to keep Victor at first that time.
Fans, don't forget you can support breast health awareness and Pink Out the Park on September 18th. The Tigers hosting the Royals at 7:08.
Astros must have heard us because they scored 2 in the bottom of the 6th to close it to 6-5.
Okay.
Over the Oakland A's.
Still got some work to do.
Mike Olt 1 for 3 on the night with a single. And a fastball strike over the outside corner. Pulls that one foul. Brad Mills tried to make a play on it, I think. The 0-2 to Olt. Swung on and missed. Good breaking ball. Strikes him out. Ends the inning. White Sox get a big insurance run, though. They lead it now 4-1.
Bogarts in his first inning had an opportunity, man on third, because Holt tripled to drive one in. It was a weird play because he hit one. It couldn't have been in any better place if you were the Indians. A one hopper to Aviles. They were able to retire Holt, and Bogarts reached first on the fielder's choice.
And it looked like Trevor Bauer dodged a big bullet in the first inning, except David Ortiz almost hit a 2-run homer. His next, he was the next man up. Hit the top of the fence, went for an RBI double, and the Red Sox were off and running.
Yes, they were.
Oh, 2 pitch. And Bogart's down on strikes. Ryan Webb sets the Sox down 1-2-3. First time they go in order tonight. They lead it 6-0.